Peace. Welcome to Spears and Mike's. Y Slice, Zulu King L1.
Peace.
Um, Shout out to Zulu King Just P.
More
Can't be here
always.
right now. Um, Real quick, we just wanted to speak on the loss of I wouldn't a hip hop legend in his own right.
Mm,
Posta Boy
mm,
um succumbed to his battle with cancer at the age of 44. He was best known for his win in the second season of BET's 106 in Park, where he remained undefeated. He had a fire song, Jurassic Park,
mm.
that was circulating in the early 2000s in the mixtape era. Like he was on a lot of Clue tapes. He was on a lot of
K
mixtapes.
Slay also.
K
K Slay, a
Slay,
couple
yep.
features. New
Yep,
Jack
yep.
City.
New Jack City. Yep, he set it off on New Jack City.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, he
actually
did
set it
that
off.
too.
Yeah, yeah. He had a song, one of my favorite songs from him was with Raekwon on the Vatican Volume One
Mm-hmm.
called Cocaine Jags. He was dope. He was lyrical. He was out at a time where we had like Cassidy, Shells,
Graph.
Bathgate, Graph,
Mm-hmm.
J Hood,
Yeah. Some real spitters.
Jay Mills, um, a childhood friend of mine, Rue Spitz,
Mm.
J.R. Ryder.
Right.
It was a lot of dudes, a lot of young, lyrical,
Yeah. Young
hungry
wave
dudes. Yeah,
young wave
Mickey
of
Facts,
spitters.
Mickey
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
throw him in there too, of course. Yeah.
yeah. It was a Uncasa,
Sky Zoo. Sky Zoo
Sky
kinda
Zoo.
like
Yeah,
from
because
that
he
era
because he
too.
was he was around. Um, what's my man from Jersey? That was in Fight Club. My man Sam Scarfo,
Right, right.
Sirius Jones, a lot of these guys, but he definitely
40 cal.
40
40
cal, right?
cal.
He Sicario. I'm not gonna keep going because we could go all day, like especially
Yeah.
with that era. But
Yeah.
with Poster Boy, he definitely was nice, yo. He definitely was not, and I remember him being I don't know if he had leukemia or something, like
Yeah, something
back
like
in the
that.
days. I remember he was sick and he kind of like disappeared for a while. And
Yeah.
then he came back. I think that's when I heard Cocaine Jags. I was like, oh snap. I was like, yo, Poster Boy. I was like, yo, he was nice. And then like Cocaine Jags, he on there with Ray
Hmm.
and he
Yeah,
went
that's a good look
off.
for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went off, and I thought like like I would hear more from him, but I kind of like with so much going on and so much different music coming out, I kind of lost touch with what he was doing because there was no streaming platforms yet,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
condolences to his family and his loved ones,
Hmm.
man. That's tough. I'm sure that's tough. I'm sure that's tough. Cancer be really taking people out, man. This
Yeah,
is
important to get
very
ourselves
serious.
checked, keep our
Right,
physicals up to date, annual, go through the motions,
right,
check yourself out, and
right.
seek the professional's advice, when it comes to your health. A lot of us think we're untouchable, or think that we just won't succumb to ailments or illness. But we have our limits. We're human beings. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to pay attention to our bodies and also, inspect and get physicals annually. Again, I'll echo Watt's statement. My condolences as well to him and his family. Um, if I was BET, I think they should replay, make a little special for him, even if it's a half hour. Put some of his battles up there, keep his legacy going, because that was that generated, I would say, in a earlier time before I think even like mainstream battle rap really took off, that kind of propelled it a little bit to like for commercial success. You know what I'm saying? We in the underground was always aware of who was battling and who and stuff like that, but that was cool for BET to put it on there, and it did give people an opportunity to like get a platform and make something of it, and he made the most of it. You know what I'm saying? Being featured on Case, a lot of songs with K Slay with heavyweight spitters of that era. You know what I'm saying? Like I could say Poster Boy stood out on a lot of verses. Like I was always checking or like be like, yo, Poster aired that. He held his own against other dudes that's like no one is lightweights. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like he was kind of like Cassidy to me. Like Cassidy would stand out on a lot of them songs. Poster stood out on a lot of those songs. Um, and I think it's a shame that we lost a hip hop great. You know what I'm saying? Great in his own right. Maybe he didn't live up to his full potential. But you know, a lot of people, it's not easy to be consistent in hip hop, especially when you're dealing with health issues. So all condolences to his family. Like I said, man, go on YouTube, watch his battles, you know what I mean? Catch up, familiarize yourself with his work and speak his name, another hip hop great gone too soon, man.
I,
But mhm,
I remember that Jurassic Park song being on every mixtape.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Got a lot of
I
burn.
remember that. Yeah, it got a lot of
Yeah, a
burn, and
lot
that,
of
and that
burn,
song,
yeah.
that song should have been featured on Jurassic Park, one of the movies.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you
Because
ain't
that
kidding.
joint,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, that song was fire. That
yeah.
song really was fire, yo. You know what I'm saying?
And you know
But
what? They got a lot of sequels, so throw it on there
yeah,
now. Never too
yeah,
late.
yeah, yeah,
It'll
yeah.
be a nice
Word,
look for to give him a check to his estate, his
right?
children if he has any, or whoever's in
Right.
his family, because the brother was talented and he should be paid,
Right.
for his talents. What I can say in addition to this is there's a lot of brothers in hip hop that are talented, and whether the streets have them sidetracked or life in general, there's a lot of brothers with a great deal of talent that sometimes maybe they didn't get like the full door knocked down in the game, and they be like kind of like disappear or fade away into, the background. And I think that if you're gifted and you have a talent, just keep at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The internet's proven that people will just continue to listen and check for you without even any buzz or like, radio play or videos, nothing. Like if you got skills, people will come and still check for you. Hence the reason why like people of that era still make music and people still check for it. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Whether it be Graf is still at it, J.R.
mm,
Wright is still at it. I know Cassidy's still at it. There's a lot of people from his era that are still at it. You know what I'm saying? So, get to it. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody like crush you. You know what I'm saying? Keep going with it. But salute to all those that, what came from his era, and you know what I'm saying? We honor your work and your contribution to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Big salute and a big rest in peace to Poster Boy. Peace and love. Salute to all the Spears and Mike's listeners.